after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They find some open field here. Down the left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit, because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Gibson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble, because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Broncos 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
In motion right goes Sutton. From midfield now, here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
These two teams all tied after 1. Williams is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. Williams. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Badgley's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the deep...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Powell going to audible to something else. Gibson again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Antonio Gibson. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. In motion goes Patrick. Here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. In motion right goes Sutton. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
In motion goes Patrick.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, check, lucky.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey. Check 9.
To throw again is Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Again, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second and a couple. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now they go play action with Howell. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. In motion right goes Sutton. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. They start the second half here with Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. In motion goes Patrick. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Wilson will throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up, taking it right down Broadway. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 27, Broncos 17.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. In motion right goes Sutton. On first down, Wilson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion right goes Sutton. Yeah, Wilson going to change things up here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
This 2nd and 4. In motion, the tight end.
You ain't doing nothing today. 49, check 49, check 49, check 3.
Here's Wilson to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now an audible here into something else. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Mike 20, look. Big stop, let's go. Hey, Mike 20, I got it. Sponge. No. Gun.
Check 25.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. In motion goes Patrick.
He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver.
It's our time.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Come on, D. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Stay with your man. Show it.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch.
Now it's Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Check 26.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken a 4th quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 67 yards. And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A give to Williams, running right. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Looking to throw. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Check pass. Check pass. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to throw. Wilson. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
25. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ready, go 14. Here we go. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Slam. Slam. Slam.
Now Wilson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This is 1st and 10.
Check, check, 47. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Howell changing the play here.
Hey, switch gears.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Howell to throw. And Dotson, he's got it. And quickly another 1st down, but tackled inbounds. Here's 2nd and 10.
Dotson, somebody who can turn any catch into a big play. That's why Washington took him 16th overall in 2022, and that's what he showed in a strong rookie season. Expect a big jump for him in year 2.
Here's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
That is caught, And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal,
so the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The play fake, and now here's how to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, you know, Charles, the coaching staff, they were sweating bullets. They had the field goal in the bag. They opted to go for it. They got it done.
Do you think they were making a statement there that maybe they didn't have confidence in the field goal kicker, or was it more that they had confidence in their offense to pick it up?
Whatever it is, they want to end this game right now.
Yeah, they wanted the big number, not the small one.
DJ Jones, former 49er, there on the stop.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
And when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal, but you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway, but at least they were aggressive, trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Well.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
Hey, zero. Silver. Shoot. Check 3.
Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find Judy, and he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime, both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us, we came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
MEH, man. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.